Today is November 18th, 2022, and the time is approximately 16:30. I'm reaching out to who was described as the sober bro on the night of November 12th. So I'm going to reach out to him and see where he is currently and what information he knows. He's at area code.
Hello?
Hello, is this John?
This is
Hi, John. My name's Leslie Lehman. I'm a detective with the Idaho State Police. I'm sorry to have to call you kind of out of the blue like this. I'm one of the detectives assigned to the homicide investigation here in Moscow. Are you in Moscow today, right now?
I am not in Moscow. I'm down in right now.
Okay. The reason why I'm calling you, in our interviews thus far, we realized that you were possibly the sober bro that night who was providing rides, DD rides?
I was, yes.
Okay. We're hoping to get some information from you. In fact, if it's okay, I'd like to ask you some questions right now if you have some time.
Yeah, no, that works.
Okay. So tell me, first of all, do you go by Jack or Jack?
I go by people call me as a nickname.
Okay, gotcha. So tell me about that day starting around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Tell me about what all you did, if you can recall.
So I started off my DD with dropping people off at the Whites, which are those apartments on King Street. And I know there was some type of party going on there.
Okay.
And then I'll just shuttle people from the apartments to the game and just to like different locations around Moscow.
Okay.
And then that's basically, I did that until around like 2 a.m.
Okay. Did you give any rides to any of, first of all, do you know who the victims are?
I do, yes.
Okay. Did you give any rides to the victims?
I did not.
Okay. So the Whites on King Street, that's pretty close to the homicide location, isn't it?
Correct, yes. It's probably a 10-second walk.
Okay. Interesting. So that's another fraternity party that was going on there, or tell me about what you know about that.
It wasn't a fraternity party. I think it was just a group of people getting together before the game, just having a good time.
About how many people do you think were there?
I'd say probably from what I saw, I never went up. I was just texting people I was there, but from my understanding, probably around like 20, 30 people.
Okay. So throughout the night, which bars were you typically heading to and from?
On Saturday, I only dropped people off at the Quarter Club.
Okay. And how do they get a hold of you?
They texted me.
Okay.
Or called me.
And is that do they call this number, or do you have like a designated phone?
Yeah, they called this number.
Okay. And what car do you drive?
I drive a black.
So it's your personal car?
Correct, yes.
Okay. Do you happen to know the plates on it?
I believe they are
Yeah,
7LU.
LU.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, do you remember who you gave rides to that night? Just so what we're trying to do is put together a timeline and where people were and when.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to
To
remember?
the club or just everyone in general?
Just basically in general. Are you able to maybe scroll through and say your text messages and say at this time?
Yes, I could do that.
Okay.
You want me to do that right now?
Sure, that would be awesome, and I'll just keep notes as you
Okay.
kind of go through.
Okay, let me just put you on speaker real quick.
Perfect.
Okay, it's going to be a long list.
That's all right. I have all night.
Okay, so on Saturday, I gave, and it gets really confusing because some people called me, some people texted me for other people.
Okay.
So I gave a ride to his job at 5:30, which is at the.
Yep, I know. Okay. Sounds good.
And then I gave a ride to the game.
Okay. And that was, what time was the game?
That was, hold on. That was about 5 o'clock,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
And then I gave a ride to the club. I picked him up at the club at 9:15.
Okay. And he's the, right?
He is, correct.
Okay.
And then I picked up. Okay, sorry, this is tough because I gave a lot of people different rides.
That's okay. And I'm not too concerned with making sure we get every one of them. It'll just be, help me out just kind of corroborating everything where everybody was.
And then I gave a ride to the club at 9:30 p.m.
Okay.
And then I picked, so that was basically the bulk of it.
Okay.
And then I also dropped off at the club. And picked them up at approximately 1 in the morning, I believe.
Okay.
And then just dropped them off at the house.
Okay.
And then I picked up and took them back to their house.
And that is on campus, correct?
I believe it's technically off campus.
Okay.
But it's pretty on campus.
It's the one right there next to the engine building?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Okay.
And there's definitely some I'm missing. A lot of little rides just to the game.
Okay.
Other than I gave a ride to the game. But I picked them all back up and dropped them off at the house.
Okay. I'm going to straight up ask you, did you see any behavior that stands out to you as you sit back and look back on it?
No.
Okay.
Nothing nothing.
Okay, nobody mentioned anything about maybe fighting with a girlfriend or they saw something weird?
No.
Okay. Are you familiar with the girls? I know you didn't give them a ride that night, but do you know who they are?
I know who they are. I know their names. I'm confident they probably wouldn't have remembered my name.
They would not have remembered your name?
No, I don't think they would have, but I knew who they were.
Okay. So just kind of more of an in passing. You're not friends with them?
Yeah, no. I wouldn't consider us friends.
Okay. Have you ever been into the house there at the scene, 1122 King Street?
Yes, many times.
Oh, okay. Anytime this semester?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about that. Just kind of a generalization. Tell me about that.
It was just parties, just like a normal college party. Nothing crazy.
Okay. Okay. Since the homicide has happened, have you heard anything that you could pass along that kind of gives us some direction?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And I picked everyone up from the club, like everyone I dropped off from the club. I picked them up again, except for.
Okay.
He's the only person I never picked up again.
Do you happen to know how does he live at?
No, he lives in apartments next to the house that it happened at, actually.
Okay, so next to 1122. Do you happen to know how? Did he tell you how he got home?
No, I have
You have no idea
clue how he got home.
Okay. Okay. I'm kind of drawing a blank as far as any more questions. You've helped fill some stuff in. Are you going to be back after Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Okay. I might touch base with you again, just because you're obviously a sober witness to kind of what was going on. A lot of the issues we're having is in here. I'll be completely upfront. If you were to look at me, I have in college myself, so I'm I give off that mom vibe, and I don't want to at all make you guys feel like the whole party scene and stuff like that is unusual. I was in college, albeit a long time ago. So I totally get it and I understand, and I want to make sure that as you're talking to friends and stuff like that, they're not afraid to come forward because of the alcohol, even marijuana and stuff like that. What we're trying to do here, Jack, is to find out what happened. So albeit the safety mom in me tends to come out every once in a while, but it sounds like you guys make good choices as far as having a designated driver, and I'm really thankful for that and grateful. But if it's okay with you, I would like to leave you and just with a possibility of reaching back out to you, maybe even in person when you come back after break.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. I understand.
Okay.
I'd be more than happy to talk with you.
Awesome. I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and break off the talk for now, but I thank you for your information, and I'll be back in touch.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jack. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.